Kalsum A Choudhry is an accomplished architectural designer with a passion for crafting meaningful stories, whose debut book, 18 Stories of Hope, Joy and Endless Faith, is a testament to her late son's encouragement and a source of inspiration for her readers seeking upliftment, reflecting her deep respect for South Asian Pakistani heritage. And Kalsum is with us here. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Excellent, thank you. So, can you tell us about your journey that kind of led you to become an author and write this book?
I actually always write meaningful stories for my children,
Hmm.
sometime for some of their events when they were growing up. Usually when they ask me so many questions about it, if I have my wisdom quotes, if they are authentic, how I created them. So I was used to bring the reference from the holy books or some references from the Christian books because as growing up in the United States and kids were born and raised here. So I really have to dig down to answer the kids' questions because they were like, if you say one thing, they will ask you another thing. So that was the really the base behind my stories. That when I search up or give the reference from a holy book, or something that I say, kids, I'm not saying it, the guards said it. So I noticed that they were quiet and were listening more attentively. So
Yeah.
that's how start crafting the stories that have something out of the box, that beyond my wisdom. I would say that I'm not saying it, kids, the God said it, and you can search up. When I'm talking about like 20, 25 years ago, we didn't have the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, computers, the phone, and nothing. The kids were searching in the library and opening the books.
Yeah.
So that was my inspiration behind it.
And what was it that actually motivated you to finally write books professionally as opposed to just doing it for your children?
I actually I always wanted to finish my architectural design degree, and but my son used to say that, Mom, you should write professionally, but he passed away in 2019
Mm.
and he was 25-year old, and it hit me that I wanted to fulfill his wish, and but I never realized that I would be writing and he won't be here with me. But that
Yeah.
was my motivation to, like when you are in the time of or period of the life where you think that, oh no, you are not gonna do it, but then one day you realize, no, you should do it. So that was, but my moment was during the grief, but I'm here, and I hope that because I call my book as a project to help people emotionally and economically, because I was involved in lots of charity projects as kids were growing up. So I'm looking forward that during my grief, what I came up with, it will help somebody else.
Yeah. And for this book, 18 Stories of Hope, Joy, and Endless Faith, you mentioned that your son unfortunately passed away, and this book has a deeply personal origin relating to that.
Mm.
So, how did this book help you cope with that loss?
Uh, I think I was putting a time for myself aside for like 2, 3 hours every day. That really helped me to look at my circumstances, that how I'm gonna process it
Mm.
effectively, and I'm not gonna waste my time into mourning too much that my family is being disturbed. But the grief did not have more. Effect on my stories. It helped me because I was setting time aside for myself, and in a healthy way, I was processing my emotions. But the stories are all the memories that I had with my children as a mother reading to them, or the incident we had. The stories are about them.
Yeah. And there's an excerpt from the book in which Mama Finch imparts valuable wisdom about balancing love and anger. So, what can you tell us about the themes and messages that readers can expect to find in the book?
There are some wisdom quotes or some saying that I used to say, that always be respectful to your elders, or
Yeah.
always be thankful for your food, whatever you got on the table. Or there are themes about forgiving others, or knowing who you are. What is your place in this world? Why we came here, or what is the life is about? The experience, is it a soul experience, or is it an experiment of God? And there is another one, that key wisdom is the gift of God, and prayer is the key to open it up. So those are the things they were described in the books. And this story that about the finches, that they are very angry, and Mama Finch is saying that they are very strong emotions. They can destroy you if they are unleashed. So that is a message that for adults or for the children, you know.
Yeah. And are there any particularly favourite stories you have from the book that you think will resonate with the readers?
I think all of them will resonate at the certain level of understanding or certain circumstances we
Yeah.
face each day. But my favorite one is the Pega and the Pelican that they are talking about, because and it is the wisdom is the God-given gift, and prayer is the key to open it, because we can apply it in several surroundings in our
Mm.
daily life, and we can look at it from different aspects. I think all the readers, whether they are young or adults, they will be taking something out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the book does aim to inspire and uplift and encourage readers. So, how do you hope your stories will help to do that?
The stories, I think they are gonna help the readers. When you read it to your children or to yourself at the night, when we set aside in the evening 15 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, the reading time. When you read something, the person who is reading to the young kids, or as you are adults, when you go through the themes in the stories, you it will hit some critical thinking point in us as an adult. And when you go through the thinking process and look at the ending and the message, I think we can resonate with that, and we can imagine our prayers and the beautiful process of imagination about our daily life, or how we lived so far, about our childhood. We can definitely answer some questions to the kids about our experience, what was described in the book.
Yeah. And the book helps people not just emotionally, but economically as well. So,
Mhm.
what can you tell us about the more charitable aspects of the book and how it's making a positive impact?
When the kids were growing up, or when I was a child, when I was growing up, our parents always uh, tell us to do some charity projects. We were
Yeah.
doing it since years, and when the book income will just expand my budget for those charity projects. It is going to help other people who are in dire need of food, water, and as we look around, like these days, we have a hurricane disaster. Somewhere people are going in the shelters. The time is coming up, the Christmas, and we are having Thanksgiving coming up. So, but I was doing before with the book income, I was doing little more. And of course, you can just bring change into someone's life with food or with shelter, whatever you provide. But your words matters. The kind words to some people, I but I came to know they matters more than the food we give them or the money we provide. So the book will help people emotionally and economically in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And as somebody that's deeply connected to your South Asian and Pakistani heritage and religion, how
Mhm.
do those aspects influence your writing and the stories that you choose to tell?
The Pakistani heritage does not play actually any role, that
Mm.
we have the stories, the Disneys and the Then we, since childhood, we are listening the stories, whether they are Arabian Nights or whether they are the Disney themes. But the storytelling goes back to the ancient times. But all the parents, when the kids are young or they are adults, we just sit down and we talk about the folk tales or stories. So my ethnic background has nothing to do with that, my writing. But as far as the religion perspective is, the simple message of empathy or sympathy or being nice to each other or for being forgiving are the base of every religion. So not particularly my religion have something to do with that or any impact on it.
Yeah. Um, and are you working on any more books after this one?
I'm thinking after this one, I would just write something, but I have some idea that what I wanted to write about, but I'm not sure yet. But yes, I will be writing something, not like this, but it would be totally different than the 18 stories, Hope, Joy, and an Endless Faith. It would be something different.
Sounds good. And in the meantime, where are we able to find this current book, 18 Stories of Hope, Joy, and Endless Faith?
You can go on my website, the kalsumachoudhry.com, and order it. We are gonna have a book launch on November 17th, and we are looking forward in few months or probably by the starting of the new year, it would be available on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. So I want this book to be available internationally in every country. So we are working on it, but right now it's available in USA and Canada. But soon it will be going to the Europe in January, I believe.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for talking to us today. It's been great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, and you too have a good day.